President Mnangagwa arrives for his inaugural meeting with war veterans while flanked by Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association Secretary-General Cde Victor Matemadanda, left, and Zanu-PF Secretary for Administration Dr Obert Mpofu at City Sports Center in Harare yesterday. Picture by Tawanda Mudimu, the Herald. Tendai Mugabe senior reporter. President Mnangagwa has called on Zanu-PF members to go out in full force to campaign ahead of the forthcoming harmonized elections, in which he said victory was certain for the Revolutionary Party. He said the elections will be observed by the whole world and appealed to Zimbabweans to show the highest levels of discipline and tolerance. Addressing war veterans in his maiden interface with the freedom fighters in Harare yesterday, the president said his administration had embarked on an aggressive drive to revive the economy. I, thus, exhort you to go out, full throttle, in our huge numbers and campaign for a thunderous victory for our party, he said. During the liberation struggle we were like fish, and the people are the sea. In that fashion, let us go forth in our campaign with women, youths and their affiliates. Let us go out with business, small and medium, students, informal traders, farmers and miners. Let us not forget the media fraternity, workers, hairdressers and our cross-border traders, among others. The task to rebuild our country is for all of us Zimbabweans together. To do so, we must win the hearts and minds of our populace, the president said. Click here for the president's speech. As we campaign, I urge all of us to preach and live in unity, peace and love. As you are aware, these elections will be observed by international observers. I appeal to all of our people to show them the great Zimbabwean hospitality and that indeed, our democracy has come of age. We are united by our national anthem and flag. Aluta continua. Victory is certain. President Mnangagwa urged supporters to remain loyal to the party constitution and to popularize the party's policies and principles. He said sweeping measures were underway to improve the country's competitiveness across all sectors. In addition, my administration recognized the need to attract both domestic and foreign investment as a means to leapfrog our economy to catch up with other industrialized economies in Africa and the developed world. We have further set ourselves on a course to have Zimbabwe become a middle-income country, with a per capita income of $3,500 by 2030, with decent jobs, broad-based empowerment, increased investments, free from poverty and corruption. Thus, strategies are in motion to ensure the resuscitation, retooling, expansion and modernization of various industries: agriculture, mining, manufacturing, tourism, infrastructure development, ICT and the financial services sectors. Under the mantra Zimbabwe is open for business, we are robustly engaging with the outside world for strategic investment and win-win collaborations and partnerships. I am confident that these efforts will result in increased foreign direct investment. On domestic front, the president said government had resolved to merge certain state-owned enterprises to ensure they contribute meaningfully to the economy. He said it was also important to attend to governance issues and stop a culture of bad work practices that bred rent-seeking tendencies and corruption. Let me take this opportunity to reassure you, fellow comrades, that in all these endeavors, my government will always remain alive to the need to protect and guard our sovereignty and national interest, he said. All that government will do shall be in the quest for a better life for all our people in every corner of our great country, for indeed that is why we took up arms and fought for our liberation. President Mnangagwa said he was aware of a meeting that was held between war veterans and former President Robert Mugabe where most of the agreed issues remained unresolved. He said his government was committed to fulfill its obligations to ensure that the freedom fighters lived a decent life. The war veterans presented several challenges they were facing in various provinces, and the president promised to look into them, adding that government had already committed to increase their monthly allowances. Among concerns raised by the war veterans was their inclusion in empowerment programs, leadership positions both in the party and government departments. They also raised concern over the way recent Zanu-PF primary elections were conducted, saying they were marred by several challenges including vote buying and tampering with voter registers.